Okay. Welcome in. Sorry for the delay. We had some power outages that caused a whole lot of delays today. So that's where we're at. I'm Michael Ronan and wanted to invite you in today to look at a little bit of what we have to offer with total body reeducation. Today's kind of an impromptu drop in, but it's the start of what's coming down the pipeline. So I thought we would do a little bit of a little journey today. So to give you a little understanding, again, my name is Michael Ronan, and I have a very long history of life experiences, as many of you do as well, but also have gone through this experience of life that has allowed for a birth of seeking. And through that birth of seeking, I have found tons of education along the pathway of life. I have also found the ability to learn to better navigate through life. And I apologize, I'm trying to figure out this one aspect here to make that go away. Sorry, I'm trying out a new system and I had it all set up, and then suddenly it got a little bit out of whack. Okay, so any event, through my journey, I've done decades worth of study in nutrition, herbalism, breath work, meditation, qigong, mental psychology type stuff, dealing with neurolinguistics and mind patterning and so on and so forth. And having this history of all these insights and information, there's a definitive difference between knowledge and wisdom. We gain knowledge through these types of formats, through learning, growing, sharing. But where we gain wisdom is when we can take that information and apply it, not just once, but consistently over and over and over again, right? And that takes time, and it takes lessons and challenges, lots of challenges, and overcoming and adapting and so on and so forth. And what I've created with Total Body Reeducation is a consistently ever evolving platform that will allow you to turn decades into days, taking the life lessons that I've earned and am consistently still learning and applying them into your life now in a faster approach, so that you don't have to spend all that time diving deep into, shamanic retreats and all this other stuff, right? Those are all fun and good, but, a lot of you, the biggest thing I hear from all my clients, is, I don't have time for that. That's too hard. I don't know how you would even live that way or any of this stuff. Yes, I really want it. No, what I'm doing now isn't working, but I don't know any other way. And it just seems like such a big gap to go from here to here. And from that perspective, it's 100% true, right? You can't go from, specifically negative to specifically positive, right? It's too big of a gap to cross, but we can start to take you through steps going from, a lifestyle that's you're used to, that's a certain way that maybe doesn't have all the value add that you are desiring in life, or keeps you in a rat race circle. We can go from that to, here's some basic, easy steps. Now we get from that step, and next thing you know, it's a little easier. Now we can go from there and get to, here's how we can start to elevate that game to, now here's your new lifestyle. And this is what we're kind of the approach is, because there isn't any one right way, right? There isn't a cookie cutter, give me that quick pill, give me that one practice that's going to do it all. It's not how it works. The work never ends. So let's just get that out of the way. The work never ends. You don't read that book or do that breath practice or go to that retreat, have the neurolinguistic work or any of this stuff, and then suddenly, oh, I'm good. I'm good for life. No problems. I'm perfect. It's a daily ritual. Does it have to be hard? No, it doesn't. It might seem hard at first, but part of that is because you're learning something new. You're creating a new habit, right? These are all really important factors, but it gets easier. And it doesn't get easier because suddenly the work became easier. It gets easier because you became stronger. And here's another cool part. To date, today, you have a 100% success rate at life. No matter how hard life has been, how many challenges have come your way, you have adapted and overcome. Sometimes gracefully, sometimes, looking like a dumpster fire, right? But nonetheless, you've gotten to where you've gotten, and now you're stronger today than you were then. So if you have succeeded in life to this moment, whatever that's looked like, that means you're strong enough to take what comes next. But the secret is to be present here and now, right? The secret is to be able to be in total acceptance, non-judgmental, right? This is really important because everyone has, and I use everyone as a loose term, okay? But so many people have these thought processes that have them in a state of, when I have this, or you meet that person or that thing, and you have an expectation. You go into a new relationship, and at first it's all fireworks and candy, right? But did you and are you truly accepting that person as they are fully and who they are? Or are you seeing them and liking a lot of what they are and then thinking, well, those things that I don't like, those will change over time. They can adapt. When we do that, we're creating an expectation and we're not accepting somebody truly in their stance of where they are in this moment. And thus leads to failure, aggravation, resentment, all these different things that tear apart a relationship and subsequently trigger an effect to the people that they're interacting with, because next thing you know, there's a discord. And if we start to get into these codependent types of states, now you pull that away and that person's kind of lost, right? So these are just kind of important things to take note of. So what is the goal today? I wanted to share these couple of things. I wanted to introduce, who I am, and tell you a little bit about total body reeducation. It truly is about unlocking your potential. It's not about here's my box, fit in that box. This is about here are the tools, here are the tricks and the tips and the ways to navigate so you can fly through those little loophole lines instead of having to hit this wall and then hit that wall and, and be a ping pong machine, or a pinball machine. Sorry. What I'm sharing with you are simple, effective, daily practice things that you can do in minimal effort of time. I mean, I offer a stretching series that's utilizing micro movements that allow you to gain maximum benefit of becoming limber, more limber than you even imagine, without having to worry about throwing out your back or because you had this injury, you can't do yoga and whatever, right? I offer something that allows you a platform that adapts to you. And that's the point. Total body reeducation, unlock your potential, is about you and where you are right now and how you can get to where you desire to be and in a pathway and a time frame in which you desire to get to. So don't want to spend too much time today, especially with the tech glitch that I had and the power outage. It's funny how the universe is always happening for you, right? So when these moments happen, you got to adapt, right? And rather than getting upset, we make some moves and adjust. And so here we are a little bit later than planned. And this was kind of an impromptu throw together while I was working on some tech stuff, but I noticed some people showing interest in today. So figured, all right, let's use it. So let's end today with a little bit of breath work and a state of meditation. And so we're going to actually start with a little bit of meditation. And today we're going to do it without music. We're not going to have any of the things in the background that would normally take you on a journey, including I'm not going to guide you through visualizations. Instead, I'm going to let you be the captain of your ship. So here's how it works. Ideally, you close your eyes, but you don't have to. If you're driving, obviously don't. But even if you're driving, you can still do this meditative practice. This is one of the cool parts about this type of feature. So it's called tapping into your senses. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath in any way you want. right now. Just any breath you want. Just breathe it in. Hold it. And now breathe out. And take another breath. Breathe in. Hold it. Start to collect your thoughts, right? And we're not trying to quiet the mind. We're just trying to collect the thoughts. And now I want you to breathe it out and just be fresh. Be present now. Good. Okay. Now we're going to go the next step. Continue to breathe. And as you do, I want you to start to become aware of every sound that you hear. If you're in your house, hear the initial sounds. Maybe you hear street traffic. Maybe you hear the fan or the air conditioner. Or if you're in a cold climate, maybe you're hearing, the heater. Maybe you hear the fan. Hear those big noises first. And now go a little deeper. So those noises are still there, but peel back a layer, like peeling back a layer on an onion. And what else do you hear? And then peel back another layer. Listen for every sound. Maybe you hear your own heartbeat. Maybe you hear a fly somewhere in the room. Okay, good. So stay with that. Stay in that observance. Now, we're going to take it another step further. Still hearing all the sounds, become aware of all the smells in the room. What do you smell? Maybe you smell the food that's in the oven. Maybe you smell the garbage that needs to be taken out. How deep can you go into that sense of still hearing all those sounds, but now also the sense of smell? Good. Keep going further. Now we have our smell, we have our hearing. So now let's go into our sense of touch. Staying with all the sounds you're hearing, the layers of sounds, the initial, and then the deeper, and then the deeper, all the smells. What do you sense? Do you feel air moving on your skin? Your clothing on your body? Maybe the seat that you're sitting in or the bed that you're laying down in. Maybe you're standing in line listening to this at the grocery store. Good. Become aware of those senses. Now go even deeper if you can. Go inside your skin. Be the observer. You're sensing all the sounds. You're sensing all of the smells. And now you're sensing what you feel. Good. Maybe you can feel your blood moving or your heartbeat pumping. Maybe you can feel how your feet feel, your ankles, your wrists, your hands. Okay, so staying with that now, you've got your sense of sound. You've got your sense of smell. Now you've got your sense of touch. Let's add the sense of taste. What are you tasting right now? Maybe you observe the sense of the food that you ate. Maybe you're a coffee drinker and you taste that coffee in your mouth. Good. Let's go a little deeper. What does the saliva in your mouth taste like? Are you noticing that you're creating more moisture in your mouth because you're becoming aware of your taste buds? So what does that saliva taste like? Can you taste maybe some metals in your saliva? Becoming hyper aware of all the tastes. You can take it another level and ask yourself, where am I tasting these things? What's sweet? What's not? What feels like I need to scrape my tongue, right? Whatever it is, go deeper. So we're still aware of our sense of hearing. We're still hearing all those sounds. We're still smelling all those smells, which maybe you might notice is now enhanced because of the awareness of the taste. And we have our sense of touch. So staying with all those, let's go one step deeper. Whether your eyes are open or closed, what do you see? If your eyes are closed, do you see colors? Do you see shapes? If all you see is darkness, let's go deeper. What do you see in the darkness through your eyes with your eyes closed? Perhaps with your eyes closed, tilt your eyes upward as if you're looking up. What do you see there? If your eyes are open, see what you naturally will see, and then zoom your eyes backward, blur it out. See beyond the obvious. And so putting all those pieces together, sight, taste, smell, touch. There you go. Good. So besides all those, when you put it all together, take a deep breath in. Holding into that breath, staying completely aware. Breathe out. Stay in the emptiness. And now through your nose, breathe in, drawing the belly in, drawing up. And breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, out the mouth. In, out. In and out. In, out. One more, in and out. And breathe it in. Hold. Swallow that air down. Literally swallow your saliva and let your belly fold outward. Like Santa Claus, sit in a relaxed state. And observing those senses, sight, touch, feel, taste. Become more aware. And now softly begin to exhale. Good. And now we're going to take it to another level. One round, maybe two, of power breathing. Okay. We're going to activate your system even more. So just like we did before, breathe in. Draw that belly in, draw it up, hold. And now breathe out. In, out, in, out, in, out. Breathe in, draw that belly in and up, out. Let it roll out. In, out, like an ocean wave. Draw it in and out, like an ocean. Out. Breathe in, out, In, hold. Belly's in, up, pull up, hold. We continue. Out, in, out. Breathing in, drawing up, out. Breathing in, out. In, out. 4 more. Out. 3, out. 2, out. 1. Breathe and hold. Keep that belly in. Slightly pinch, draw up higher. Holding. And now all at once, surrender. Exhale. Don't breathe in. Hold in the presence of now. Notice that you're sustained. And in that state of awareness, observe all the sensations. And now, wherever you're at, breathe in with your mind drawing up the back of your spine through the nose. Tilt your head slightly back and with your eyes closed, look up, holding that breath. And then softly, so soft, realizing that anything that doesn't serve is now coming out of the body with a soft exhale. And return to a state of now. So this is just a little piece of peace and what you gain through the practices with total body reeducation. Again, this is about taking you where you're at and giving you tools that you can function with now in your life. In the fastest paced lives, in the most athletically challenged lives, in the most athletically sound lives, you can do this, and it doesn't take a lot of time. And that's what we're here for. We're going to be doing more of these little free tips and tricks. Some will be faster, some will be a little longer. And then there's the program. So reach out anytime. You can reach out directly through any of the channels that are here. As I get a little better with some of the tech stuff, you'll get other options and opportunities as well. You can always call directly at 847-833-4649. And don't forget, part of what we offer is a direct link to foodhealing.org, which gets you the highest quality superfoods, tonic herbs, bulk nuts and seeds, and more. Never sacrificing quality for price and always delivering you the best price. Hope you have a blessed day today. Take what you've gained, whatever that is for you, apply it into your daily life, even 5 minutes a day. Every single step you take makes an incremental change in the bigger picture of now. Atman Namaste. Be well.